Well, it's been a big week in the Parliament this week, fitting 4 days into 3 days because the government decided that Thursday of this week they realised was Easter and they had to knock off that day so everybody could get home. I had a meeting this week with the parliamentary Friends of Nuclear Disarmament and caught up again with Melissa Park, who was a former member of the House. She's now an ambassador to the international campaign to abolish nuclear weapons. Spoke to Parliament on a number of issues: multicultural communities, cost of living pressures, housing. I also reiterated my stand against the ongoing mandates, now set to drop their mandates in New South Wales. About time. Now for Victoria, it's about time for Victoria to drop its mandate. We talked about Verity's story, another vaccine-injured, isolated person alone from my electorate. Went to the Parliamentary Friends of Israel to hear the Israeli side of the conflict in the Middle East. Spoke to Chris Smith, quite a good interview on TCN radio. Michael Lenny was up here from the peri-urban communities in Victoria. Just this evening I've spoken to ACOS about, particularly about Indigenous housing, other issues, but Indigenous housing mainly, and the fact that we're giving $3 or $4 billion to the Northern Territory for housing that is culturally inappropriate for Aboriginal communities. So that was interesting, that there should be restrictions on the type of housing that goes into the Northern Territory, and so it's acceptable to the communities that it represents. I spoke to David Jonke from the National Farmers Federation and his Chief Executive Officer around farming issues and how they're affecting the nation and how we should be supporting farmers, keeping farmers farming. And to all of you, I've got to say, the Easter break is upon us. I hope you have a really good Easter. I hope you have a safe Easter. Be careful on the roads because they'll be busy. But please have a quiet, relaxed and hopefully comfortable Easter.